Starkin here again in hardcore Minecraft. A seed for Garuda to begin the day. And we're just gonna go do, I don't know, something. Something. We've got some nice dirt on us. Nobody knows why. I don't even remember if I have any more seeds here. I do. We should go cook some pork chops before we do this. Hello, local noob. That is one way you could identify yourself, but I don't know if you really are. People aren't always who they say they are. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I meant to wave. Hi, Plufna. I'm not used to the microphone being physically where it is. I'm not very good at this. More seeds. Now you might say, I thought you only did the wheat thing in hardcore. Well, you know, when you have a good idea. And anyway, we're just gonna do a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Not like a lot. Stop anytime we want. Yes, that's what it was. So I have the microphone like right here, and I had gestured at it. I just did a chop. Well, like, because sometimes people ask, you know, they show up and we're doing the hardcore thing, and they're like, hey, where's all the wheat at? And I'm like, oh, that's a different world. And I get embarrassed. I need to like build something, but this is easier. So I was just like sitting in my room and I was like, maybe I could play something that requires thinking. And then I said, I don't want to do that. I already did enough thinking today. I got out of bed. That took a lot. Don't want to brag, but then I went to work. But it's all over now. And it's very comfortable inside here, and the wheat is spreading, yes. You know, it always was kind of threatening to happen here, right? I just needed to become confident. Well, if this scares you, local noob, then you would be just terrified at the other world. You've seen it, right? Right? Yeah, surely you've seen it. It's always funny when somebody hasn't, though. Hello, Plufna. Because if you haven't, we'll just go there like real quick. We'll just jet over. And it'll be a wheat scare. That's like a jump scare that involves wheat. And then we'll come right back here. Hey Q. Hey, look, it's just gonna be a little bit. We're just getting this island sorted out. Somebody pointed out very helpfully, that it looked like there could be some wheat here. Also, good evening. I hope you're well. Oh yeah, well you can't. I hate to think of somebody watching me and trying to learn how to be normal, or play normal, or do anything normally. I'm not really. I'm not really that normal of a guy, unfortunately. I don't let it bother me, and I urge me not being normal to not bother you. You know, don't let it bother you either. Don't let it bother anybody. But, so one of the things I do in Minecraft that people don't do is sometimes I'll just plant some wheat. This is just like a very small amount. But often I'll look at a place and I'll think, what if there was more wheat there? This didn't immediately happen. And I don't do this in like every game I play or anything. I don't like have a thing about it. I feel like I should be defensive. As if it's not an obviously awesome idea. But yeah, I do know how to play Minecraft a little bit. I've been alive in hardcore a long time. This place does need more wheat. Exactly, QC, you understand. I knew once I brought it up that you would immediately, seamlessly be able to figure out what I meant. But the funny thing about hardcore is you only have to play it right for a little bit, and then just, you know, just don't die. You checked it out. You went and saw. Isn't it fun? Isn't it inspiring? Anyway, that's why they're all joking about me doing this little tiny island here. But yeah, like I can stop anytime I want to. I just thought it would be nice to have a little bit here. You know, when I started playing Minecraft a year and 3 weeks ago or whatever, I didn't even know you could plant wheat in the game. That wasn't even pitched to me, and it may not have even, like, excited me if it were. I might have been like, okay. Because again, like, I don't, like, have a thing about wheat. I just do now. It makes it appear that I do. I just think it's visually very nice, you know? It could have been carrots or potatoes or, you know, beetroot. It wouldn't have been any of the other stuff, I don't think, but it could have been those things. Yeah, you know, I can stop anytime I want to, I just don't want to. Little joke, that one's a lot of fun. It's really hard to avoid making it because it just, you know, it's a natural joke to tell when you're in the middle of a large wheat-related project and someone asks you to explain yourself. I guess we should probably fight through the night, and I don't remember actually. No, don't I have like a zound of them? I got like a bunch of rockets. I think I got like a couple hundred. We're not gonna shoot a bunch off. My neighbors are doing enough of that. Yep, someone makes a video called "This Man Has Placed 20,000." Those are rookie numbers, man. So you're gonna make me want to go check. I'll go check. It's like 270,000, right? Something like that. Yeah, we have used 287,794 wheat seeds here. It's too loud. I'm sorry. It does seem kind of loud. You know, the MP3s aren't all the same balance. If I were more responsible, I would try to see if I could like edit them and make them balanced, but I did not do that, so apologies. You were quite right to say that it was too loud though. If it keeps on being too loud, we'll turn it down. Hey Hydra. You duped the Dragon Egg somehow. Nice. But yes, that's just a small glimpse of the wheat. I was like, I don't think it's 300,000 yet. One day it'll be like 1 million, right? As long as I'm not struck by lightning or something. Because while theoretically there's not anywhere else for the wheat to go, I'm sure I'll find it. Alright, I guess we'll go fight. But yeah, see, look how good the island's doing. Hello, Snorzy. I move with my left hand to avoid bashing into the microphone. I'm growing up so much. But yeah, see, you know, we've just got like very small amounts of wheat here. And just one tiny little island that's barely half covered in wheat. There could be more. You say wheat is amazing? I agree. You know, I think people don't give it enough credit. Do I have arrows? Some. Not ideal. You say you wish you could cook, you want to make a normal grilled cheese? Well, you know, I don't know your personal situation or how safe you feel around a stovetop, but a grilled cheese is not too difficult to learn how to make an excellent sandwich of. It's certainly one of the first things I would recommend to people. I used to make very good grilled cheeses whenever I was a boy. I have a lot of fond memories of winter time. One of my friends would come and stay over. And whenever I was a kid, like the levees would break. And it would flood behind my house seasonally, kind of thing. Because I grew up like with no house between my house and the bayou. And So there'd be like random water and stuff that would occasionally be back in the forest behind my house. And it would freeze and we would go like adventure in it. But before we would go out, I would make grilled cheese sandwiches and we would wrap them in foil. And then we would go out and adventure in the snowy, icy wasteland. And then, you know, sit down and have our grilled cheese sandwiches. Good times. You're making one right now using a microwave, though? I don't want to judge other people, not in public. Look, food is food, and it's good that you're eating. Look how positive I can be if I try. Bye, Plufna. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry that we didn't show you how to play Minecraft. It's not really what we do here. We're just very strange. Mainly plant wheat. Clean. Oh, he's bringing me gunpowder. That's nice. Oh, we forgot to eat. You had to make an incredible reference? Well, I'll make one. No capes. Is the elytra like a cape? Would that be banned? Wow, that's a lot of dudes. That is so many dudes. That's like a whole sea of baddies there. That's a whole lot of enemies. And they really care about shooting the creepers, of course. Come on, nope, higher. That one phased out, and then we missed. That's a tough beat. I don't think I should keep on trying to make that shot, except I made it. Awesome. All right, now we gotta dismount and fight. Let's just go ahead and get the totem out. I don't expect we'll need it. I mean, the worst that could happen is fighting one witch and not realizing it, right? I would fight like 1,000 spiders before one witch if I don't know the witch is there. Witches ignore armor. It's sort of like a cape. Well, that's a good ruling. We can still wear it. We've got some nice aerodynamic arrows. Makes you more dynamic in the arrow. Whoops. Where's this chicken? You know, that one didn't come with one. I saw one the other day with a chicken. It was, It was on a cold chicken. It was a little like grayish chicken, which you very rarely see because, you know, that's only for new cells or whatever. So, you know, when I go find a chicken that should be a cold chicken, if it's somewhere we've already been before that update, I believe they're just normal chickens. So I was pretty surprised when I saw a gray chicken rider, and I'm like, I got some gunpowder somewhere, and I do. And now we're gonna have a fight. He's gonna zoop on over. Like, do you think I don't know you're there, dude? I totally know you're there. You're not sneaky. You're just taking away my blocks. You imagine getting, like, you know, you're a little zombie dude, you get smacked with a sword, you go to wait to respawn, and then you learn that sometimes you can be issued a mount, a chicken all your own to ride into battle on, and that you didn't get one. It's no wonder those little guys are so mad. They spawn in again, and then they're like, wait, no, why don't I get my power-ups? I want special chicken. And then just like straight rages. Special chicken like Garuda? No, that would be like the equivalent of spawning with God mode power up on. Because Garuda will just like take a deep breath and just like fireball everything, right? Yes, wheat forever. It was only a matter of time before I felt confident enough to do this in hardcore. This is really gonna pad my my world time too, you know. Unlike other times where I wouldn't know what to do, we can just wheat. Do you think if I plant enough wheat in this direction, that we'll eventually run into my other world? I like to think we could. We'll have to try. You know, it was only a matter of time. I know I say this all the time, but I should try to play Terraria again. I just get so frustrated with the inventory. People get frustrated watching me. Oh man, do people ever get annoyed with me whenever I play Terraria? They're like, you are doing it wrong. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing. And they're like, no, this is wrong. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just playing though. And some of them just, you know, leave. And then some of them never leave. I really liked the game. I just got so mad at the inventory. But Terraria is what led me to Celeste, actually, because somebody, while I was playing Terraria and complaining about the inventory, was like, well, if you like doing this stuff, why not Celeste? You say it's fun, but it's kind of hard to know what to do without a guide. Yeah, I was having fun just, like, doing whatever. But it's certainly, you know, I don't see how people are like, you know, this is my favorite game. Like, I definitely, I get how it could be. I just don't get how you could get to that point in a self-directed way. Even barely playing it, there was so much stuff that I'm like, how would you ever just like learn this? And then I'm like, well, I guess I did it by accident one time. But like, I didn't even cut down a tree for like more than an hour, I think. So that's what watching me was like. Which is basically what early Minecraft was like too, you know, like I didn't make a crafting table for more than an hour of Minecraft play. I just ran around and died. At one point I had a stick and I was hitting a thing of obsidian for a really long time. Did I ever fight any bosses? Yeah, I got to hard mode once. And then that was bad. That's basically when I quit the first time. I shouldn't have gone. I wasn't good enough at the game. But yeah, but I beat several of the early game bosses. The Wall of Flesh, you know, there. I beat the Cyclops Deerclops, that's the name. But yeah, I don't remember all of them right now, but I fought a bunch of them, you know, the Skeletor thing that was guarding whatever thing, the Queen Bee thing. I did a bunch of them. I don't think I ever beat the slime. I fought him before and lost. But yeah, I got to, you know, like I got to hard mode or whatever, but it got too hard. I found some pirate map, and then there was a pirate invasion, and they killed everybody in my town. Yeah, because I went from thinking, oh, this is like much too easy, right? I was like, you know, there's basically nothing in the game that poses much of a threat to me. And then it was just like, oh, this is way too hard. It reminded me of like a worse version of like Diablo 2's Jump, where you would go like from normal to nightmare and you would walk out into what used to be Act 1 and then they would just schwammer you. This is gonna be a much better island now. I mean, grass is fine, but have you considered wheat in your landscaping? For just 1 diamond and 4 pieces of ancient debris, you too can have a wheat field in your backyard. Yeah, Q. Like, further on the idea that, you know, the sort of hard mode of Terraria being the worst part. Because, like, a lot of the joy in any game for me is in, you know, the learning of it. How the mechanics unfold, how you either get new abilities or new understandings or new zones, you know, new concepts being introduced. New story elements, maybe, new characters, that kind of thing. And by the end of normal mode in Terraria, you know, like, there's so much more that I hadn't touched, but I didn't feel like that compelled to learn it, you know. It was like a whole bunch of depth, but I already felt like I'd had a complete experience. Like, if you told me the game ended when you got to the Wall of Flesh, I would have been like, wow, that's an awesome little game, you know? It's got everything you need. Which I guess is also the point of a hard mode, you know? It's not for everybody, necessarily. Although, you know, the vanity of a gamer often says, oh, if it's hard, I should be able to do it, right, you know? There shouldn't be a challenge in the game I can't do. It's like me playing hardcore Minecraft, right? This dude at work said that he played it, and I was like, well, if you can do it, I definitely can do it. He's like, I've been playing Minecraft since I was a little kid. I'm pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't think I'm better than everybody. I do think I'm better than him. Anyway. And then a little bit after that, we were talking about it. He's like, so you still playing hardcore? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, we should see whose world's further. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually on day, you know, like 80 or whatever, as I was at that time. He's like, oh, that's further than me. I was like, yes, I've surpassed you already. Look at me now. I was playing on normal, not expert. I spent most of my time running in one direction, dying, running there again, losing all my money again, and then very occasionally fighting a boss. Yeah, it's almost all wheat now. Just a little island. And then we've got this little atoll. Maybe we'll replace all of this stone with dirt. That would be nice, you know. Maybe do a little bit of wheat here. Maybe come over here and do a little bit of wheat. Go into the Nether and plant a bunch of it. We've already got some wheat inside the Nether, of course. Unless you think that's a joke, we'll walk in real quick. Of course, we just planted it right here, you know. Along with a couple of oak trees. You never know when you'll need some. We planted this ages ago. This isn't like a new thing. But yeah, I should totally bring a bunch of dirt in and then plant a bunch of wheat in the Nether. You know what? Why don't we put some dirt down right now? Anyway, putting a bunch of dirt down in the Nether so that you can eventually plant wheat is a normal thing to do, and it's going to be great. After all, the overworld may eventually run out of space, and we'll want the Nether full of dirt so that we can plant wheat there. Yeah, it'll be a tasteful amount of wheat on the island. Just Nether wheat. Yeah, that would be tense. Because the Nether likes to spawn enemies, you know? The more we plant wheat here, the funnier this title gets. You know, for like 10,000 years, this island woke up, wondering when it would become wheat. And now, finally, its destiny has arrived. And for our part, we are but a small instrument of it. After all, without the Minecraft sun, where would the wheat be? And you know, the sad thing is, the island's almost done. And then where will we be? Left with all of our other projects? Nah. This is not the time to be sad. This is the time to plant wheat. I mean, be happy. That's how a person would talk about the time. But now our hardcore world will have this little wheat field to honor the larger wheat field. And maybe we'll add more to it one day. Maybe that one day will be right now. Maybe it'll be, you know, some other one day. It's hard to say. You know, you can tell a day apart from another day when you're in it, but when you're not anymore. Glorious. I mean, just really, like, gaze upon it. I mean, of course it'll look better after it's baked. I can't believe it. I was like, I don't think I'm done. That would have been embarrassing. Hey, and then the rain coming down to fertilize the crops. Is this a thunderstorm? It looks a little dark. That'll be nice. That'll get much more of the wheat quickly growing. For the green shoots are wheat, but the beauty of the gold is what we seek here on Wheat Isle. So somebody, it doesn't matter who, stepped on all of those. It doesn't matter who. I bet they're really sorry. Wherever they are. Say the fireworks are scaring you. Are they showing up in my mic? Or you mean where you live? Because I know that they probably are showing up sometimes, but I hope they're not frighteningly loud through the microphone. There were a couple that my neighbor did where it really hits you, you know? But there weren't so many of them. They're probably expensive. They sound like knocking. Okay. Used to be able to trample crops in Minecraft just by walking over them. Oh, that'd be miserable. Extra wheat. No, no, I don't. I never do. You know, because getting wheat is so slow. Really should make a chicken thing. It would be dramatically faster than all this. I had one in the last world. It even kinda worked. Whoops. Alright, fortunately, with this much bigger and safer pen, we'll be able to breed even more pigs than ever before, with minimal danger to ourselves. Probably. say you're back. You ate some food? Well, good. Alright, we're mostly mended up-ish. Have a slice of bacon, chocolate chip pancakes, sun chips, and hash browns, and a nutritious breakfast. Good old Hank. Cornelius. Cornelius Vandergast. A fine guest. We're gonna throw a snowball at him. It's just for fun. It doesn't hurt him or anything. Moosha Smalls and the baby moosh. There are a couple good mooshes. Doug. Doug the Wonderful. Doug the Mighty. Doug the Doug. Actually, really like just the little sweet berry emote. I think it looks nice. Atropa, the blade in the dark. Oh, Bella. Calcite, just doing his thing. Just doing a dog. Mr. Pump. Alright. Much better. Now there's not a bunch of torches in here. There's probably still a bunch of torches in here. We'll work on that. We were supposed to do the staircases. I forgot. I don't have time. I forgot we were supposed to do the staircases. I got distracted. You know what's nice though? I lost my... Well... Where would I have put the spyglass? Into this box? Yes. Yeah, because it's a perfect place for the wheat island, because you can I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. You can sort of see it there in the distance. We need to make that one, yeah. This is making it all the more obvious that we need to have wheat all over those, so that, like, from here in the distance, every night we'll be able to see it. No idea what that creeper's doing. It's not important. I'm kind of getting sleepy. I think we'll do a short dance party today. But anyway, guys, that's about all I've got for you right now. Man, this hot weather makes me feel old. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. The sun rises on day 647, probably. I invite you to sit, stand, or kneel for the national anthem. Short version. The music box version of Creator. It's just a nice little one to do. Lucas still jams. Scrooge eat cocoa beans? No. Why would he? But yes. There's the party. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good time, you know, just doing normal things like planting wheat in Minecraft. Something that everybody does. But, yep, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everyone. Perhaps I'll see you in another stream or video. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather is nice. I should be around tomorrow, well, at least a little bit, but I do have to work, so not as much as I would like. But anyway, perhaps I'll see you guys there. Good night.